It is official, Broncos country. We made it to our very first major milestone here on the channel. 50,000 subscribers. And Broncos country, welcome into the Broncos Breakdown. Like I said, my name is Moose. I do want to give a special thanks not only to you, the viewer and the fan, but to also Matthew Peterson, who paved the way for us to get to 50,000. We would not be at that number if he did not lay that groundwork to get to 50,000. So he did an excellent job of taking this channel. I'm just doing the very best that I can with it. And if you're a diehard Denver Broncos fan and you love the content, subscribe and hit that thumbs up icon. It shows me you support what we do and you support your favorite football team. Sean Payton, weekly presser. He's always got a golden nugget of something there. And this time it comes way of RJ Harvey, who notably has to take a bigger role in this Broncos run game now that J.K. Dobbins is out for the remainder of the season. RJ Harvey's one of those players right now, man, that I'm not going to lie to you, I kind of don't know what he is yet. I see the talent. I see the versatility. And yet I just haven't seen quite the fit of what he actually will become. And that's okay because he's a rookie. And speaking of rookies, did you know he has more touchdowns than any rookie this season? So, if anything, what we can call him right now is a playmaker, an end zone finder, a scorer, because he's done it already. And Sean Payton also sees that type of productivity. So he went to the press conference. A bunch of Broncos media members came back after him, and they were like, hey, what do you see from RJ Harvey so far? And he kind of just had this like wry, cheeky grin, and he said, basically, there's that old saying, you haven't seen anything yet. And then he added right after that Harvey possesses a rare running skill set. I'm going to take it a step further. I think Harvey is a unique talent because what he offers is exactly what Sean Payton's Joker mold is. He wants that running back that can both do it on the ground, but also mirror that in the passing game. Bo Nix's best trait is what Sean Payton loves to do. Throw the ball short, get the ball in the hands of your playmakers, and let them make plays. And that's what RJ Harvey is right now. That's not what he can be only in this young part of his career, but it's what he is right now, and the rest of his game will develop as he gets into an older, more tenured player. But if you look at the season stats right now, he is quite literally a perfect balance of run and catch. 74 carries, 279 yards, which is about 3.8 a carry, 31 receptions for 222 yards, but he's a menace in the red zone. Guy just finds the end zone, man. Not to sound like Dr. Seuss there, but he is. He's a unique specimen. He's short, but he's thick. He's fast. He's agile. He's just such an interesting player. I can't wait to see where his career takes him. And if you go back and look at him against the Washington Commanders, I have a pretty good feeling that this is what the stereotypical RJ Harvey game is going to look like, at least for this year, maybe going into the first part of next year. 13 carries, 35 rushing yards. Remember, he's not that great in between the tackles right now. He's more so like a, east to west runner, get out in the flat, take the swing pass or the screen pass, and just make things happen with the ball in his hands. And that's fine for right now. That part of his game, like I said, will develop as he gets older, maybe puts on a little bit more weight. We'll see. But if you don't believe me, I looked up the numbers. Out of Harvey's 74 carries this year, 38 of them are outside of the tackles. That's more than half. So it's clear that the pitch play is really good for Harvey. The wide zone scheme run is really good for Harvey. If you're a Madden player or an NCAA player, he's not going to be the halfback dive guy, right? He's not going to be the power runner. What he is right now is at least what he was drafted to be, which was a complimentary back. Now, whoa, Moose, are you saying that's like you're labeling him? No, that's what he is to J.K. Dobbins. But now that J.K. Dobbins is out, Harvey has to take on that more lead back role. But he still has the complimentary back kind of comp. And there's another player that I think is kind of showing similar characteristics to what RJ Harvey can be, at least at the beginning of next year and for the remainder of this year, that you guys will probably agree with. And we're going to touch on that here in just a little bit. Before we get into that, though, got to tell you about today's sponsor, and that's our friends over at Brunt. This beautiful Marin design on this Brunt work boot is sensational. I love these work boots, not only because they're durable, but because they're stylish. And also, the break-in period for these Brunt work boots, very minimal. Usually other work boots take a while to break in, not these ones. Choosing work boots used to mean sacrificing comfort or durability. If they felt good, they didn't last. And if they lasted, they completely wrecked your feet. But Brunt isn't just about the work boots, my friends. They offer a full range of high-performance gear built for tough jobs. From heavy-duty work pants to weather-resistant jackets, Brunt designs durable, reliable workwear to keep you protected and productive in any condition. With the temps dropping and the holidays coming up, it is time to treat yourself or the hardworking man in your life to some real comfort. Skip the throwaway gifts and get them something built to last. Brunt Workwear. Our listeners get $10 off their entire order with code CHAT at checkout. That's bruntworkwear.com and use code CHAT, C-H-A-T. Order today and let them know that you heard it here on the Broncos Breakdown from your guy Moose. One more time, bruntworkwear.com, and use code CHAT for $10 off your entire order. So the comparisons right now I have are Kenneth Gainwell from the Pittsburgh Steelers and RJ Harvey from the Denver Broncos. These two players are very similar in their styles of play. Now, Kenneth Gainwell is a career journeyman RB2, but a very good one at that point. And here's what I find kind of funny. The Pittsburgh Steelers are really not known for their running attack right now, and yet Kenneth Gainwell is having a very, very good year as that complimentary back to TJ Warren. I mean, these numbers are practically identical. I mean, RJ Harvey has more touchdowns and more, well, less rushing yards, but more, and just slightly less carries. Do you see how similar these two are? And this is a good thing. This is a good problem to have because Kenneth Gainwell is widely considered one of the better RB2s in the NFL. And if you don't believe me, I compiled probably one of the most comprehensive lists of best RB2s in the league. David Montgomery is definitely the best RB2 because Jahmyr Gibbs is now the number one. But Chuba Hubbard, Tyler Algier in Atlanta, Zach Charbonnet in Seattle, and Blake Corum also round out this list. This was, by the way, taken from a very, very, I think this was Fox Sports that I took this list in power rankings of RB2. So Kenneth Gainwell comes in at number 4. Well, back to Harvey for a second. His skill set differs from every single one of these players. He's got more versatility than almost all of these guys. Kenneth Gainwell is probably the closest thing to him. And at some point, I believe RJ Harvey can become an RB1. Gainwell's in his veteran part of his career. I'm not entirely sure how many years he's been in the league, but RJ Harvey's a rookie, and he's already found the end zone 8 times. So you can just imagine what the future has in store for this kid. And the reason I say at some point to become an RB1, I still don't know what the Broncos want to do with J.K. Dobbins. I personally want to re-sign him. I think he showed enough. I thought he had an excellent year before the injury. But there's a little asterisk by his name, the injuries. Every single year, he's had an injury problem. I don't think that's going to change as he gets to be an older back. Now, would I sign him to a 3 or a 4-year deal? No. Would I sign him to another 1-year extension or 2-year extension at the most? Yes. At this point, though, the jury's kind of still out, and you're going to have to wait to kind of see what George and Sean Payton want to do about the J.K. Dobbins situation. It's a very, very tricky one. But this isn't about J.K. Dobbins, it's about RJ Harvey. So, what is your confidence level right now in RJ Harvey as the Broncos lead back? Because now that is his role. I'm going to say it's about a 3.5, maybe a 4 right now. Again, I still think that there's room to grow, especially as a power runner. But I don't necessarily need that to be his game right now. I need you to find the end zone like you have been. Check. I need you to continue to be able to do the scat back duties. Check. Continue to be the Joker. Check. He's meeting all of the requirements that Sean Payton put in front of him. It's just a matter of, can he go above and beyond that call of duty? And I think that's more of a, we have to wait and see about RJ Harvey. Either way, let me know in the comment section down below. Before I take on off, I want to thank you one more time for our 50,000 subscribers. It truly does mean a whole lot to me and everybody here at Chat Sports. I believe now we are like the 8th or 9th channel to hit 50,000 here on Chat Sports' lineup. So I'd have to go back and double check the math. Either way, it's still a really cool club to be a part of. Again, Broncos country, thank you guys so much for joining me. Remember, we're going to be live later on today, somewhere around 3:30 to 3:45 p.m. Mountain Time, which is Central Time around 4:30, 4:45 p.m. So keep your eyes peeled. It's a little bit of a TBD on that timing right now. But as always, a mile-high salute to you guys. Be cool.